Alright, well, you asked for it, and this is going to be the tutorial of the Gov't Mule's Beautifully Broken, the live version and the, I guess the studio version. They're pretty similar. The live version starts off with Prince's, or a cover of Prince's When Doves Cry. So I'll start off with that, and then we'll get into the main part of the Gov't Mule song. Alright, you actually don't need your pick, so it's good finger picking practice. Alright, so the first chord is going to be A minor, but it's played only from the open A down, like that. And as far as you're going to be picking two notes at the same time. So in this case, in fact, it's actually three notes. So in this case, I'm starting off with my thumb on the 5th string, and my second finger and my third finger on the 2nd and 3rd string. So that's the first sound you're going to hear. So you can play around with the order, whether it's, or whatever it is, you can figure that out. But it's an A minor, and then it goes into still with the A root, but now it's more like a D minor 7th, I believe is that note, that chord. So a D minor 7th would be like this, but now it's leaving the A as the root. So it goes from A minor to and then to a straight G major. So instead of playing it like this, Warren, I think, plays it like this. And in that case, I'm starting off, again, the thumb's on the 5th string, and these two fingers are playing. Next chord is, and this one right here, I like to think of it as the black hole sun chord, because it kind of sounds like a black hole sun. But anyway, so it's pretty much an E with, instead of your first finger on the 1st fret, you get your pinky on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So it's going to go like this. Then you go to the E. And back to the beginning. But the second time, it's a slightly different progression. It starts on the A minor again, but then it goes right to the G. And now it stays in that black hole sun chord a little bit longer, and then to the E. And then Warren starts off with the Beautifully Broken. And that's the signature lick of the song, so I'll have to spend some time on that one. The actual studio track starts off with a little intro riff, riff. So that one, I believe, is similar to Stevie Ray Vaughan's, I don't remember the name of the song off the top of my head, the one that goes. Anyway, so pretty much it's double note with your barring on the 7th fret, the 8th fret. Then you're going to hammer on the 10th fret of the 2nd string, and you're going to slide back down into 5th position. So, and now with the 2nd and 3rd strings, then you got your A. And now we're going to start the main riff. So the way that goes is it's an open A. And right there, it really helps if your guitar is in tune. Right now my guitar is pretty much in tune and intonated properly. And this lick can be very frustrating if your guitar is out of tune. So anyway, that's the first step. Make sure your guitar is in tune. Second thing is you're hitting the open note, and then you're barring with your 1st finger the 2nd and 3rd strings, and you're hammering on only on the 3rd string. So the 2nd string stays down here. Now the 3rd string is up on the 7th fret. Then Warren does a little pull off there. And in fact, even in the live version, I slightly hear, this might be nitpicking, but I hear a little bit of a bending like that. But you know, see what makes sense to your ears, or hear what makes sense to your ears. Anyway, and then pitches. But some notes have to overlap, like. So a lot of hammering on there and pulling off. And the timing is real important in terms of capturing Warren's feel. So again, the notes are, but it helps if you kind of just bar these and let them ring out. And the finger picking is also really key here. If you do this with the pick, it's not going to have the same snap, and also some warmth is added with your thumb. The flesh, I think, makes the tone a little bit warmer versus, you know, it's slight, but I think it's noticeable. Anyway, and I found it helps to emphasize that one, to pluck it a little harder. Okay, and what I just did there, that's one of the hardest. That was one of the hardest parts of the song for me to get down, was the, which is a percussive feel that Warren's able to get through not fretting the notes. He's forming a D formation there, but just fretting just above them, to where you're muting them, and then when you pluck them, it creates a percussive effect. So here's the, I'll play it in real time, and then we'll break it down. So the actual formation of the chord is first finger on the F sharp, your middle finger on the A on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your pinky on the D, 2nd string, 3rd fret. So again, with all finger picking. Now the tough part, all you do is you drop down first finger to the F, and those are the notes. But getting the percussive feel is the key part here. So it's, and what I found, I'm just trying to think of the best way to convey this. Yeah, I think if you concentrate on getting the F first, you're gonna mess yourself up. So I would, as soon as you're done playing the F sharp, it's time to go into mute mode, to where you're just muting the strings. Try to play that slowly. And then to the beginning of the song, the beginning of the lyrics of the first verse. So the way that goes is, and the actual finger picking pattern, I don't think I've been able to mimic what Warren does on there. I don't think it really matters too much. He varies it up live, or maybe even within the studio version of the song. The one that's easiest for me, because I usually keep my pick like that, so I can go quickly between holding the pick between my fingers, and then it's only within my first finger, so that I can use my other fingers to finger pick. Anyway, so I use between my thumb and my middle finger mostly, and with my ring finger. So some variation on that, but those two chords are an E minor, I'm sorry, would this just be an E7th? I'm not too good with the names, so anyway, it's pretty much an E7 with the D added. So I suppose that's also the 7th, isn't it? I believe so. Anyway, so that's the shape of the first chord, finger plucked. And now what you're forming is the last chord of the. So it goes from here to. But now you're plucking that open E on the bottom, which creates a nice, somewhat dissonant between the F. Right, because it's just one step away from that's the octave, and then creates, but it's a pleasant dissonance with the rest of the chord.